Hello and welcome to a preview of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. My name is Chandler and I'm delighted today to be joined by Caroline or Sadboycare. How are you doing, Care?
I'm good. What's up?
Yeah, I'm good. I've got my nice Avengers Quantum
Yes.
time travel piece. I don't really know what to call it, but
I don't
I thought
remember
I'd go.
what they. I don't even think they gave it a name. But
No, they didn't actually. I mean, I think I remember you knowing exactly what it was when you saw it specifically in the original trailer, but I was just like, it just looks like a suit to me.
I don't think I did know what it was. It did look like the Ant-Man suit, though. I remember being like,
Mm.
it looks very much like the Ant-Man suit with the helmets and stuff. I was like, that's uh, definitely something that has to do with that. But I don't remember it because you saw it before me. Remember?
Yeah, that's true. That's
You
true,
saw it
actually.
like a
Yeah, I
week
did.
before me. I was
It
mad at
wasn't a
you.
week. It wasn't a week.
It was close to it, and I was like, and then you came back and you were like, it sucked, and I was like, no. You were like so disappointed in it, and I was like, damn, that's really sad.
Yeah. Well, I think that the problem with that being is that, like, because obviously it was working in a cinema and it was just
Yeah.
everyone in the cinema obviously is allowed to be included. So
Hmm.
when you're watching it with sort of 20 to 30 people at the same time and everyone has the same opinion, you tend to kind of go with the same opinion that everyone else is giving. But I
That's
think
true.
the main takeaway from Endgame was just that it just wasn't as good as Infinity War.
Yeah.
Infinity War was just such a bigger emotional journey,
Oh my God.
um,
Yeah.
and I just absolutely loved it from that. Endgame's 2 years ago now.
I
Coming up for
know.
2 years. It
I
feels like
know.
yesterday.
I know. It's insane. It doesn't make any like I. It doesn't make any sense that last year even existed.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
my
that's
mom was
literally
talking
it.
about it. My mom was talking about it, and she was like, honestly, I feel like we just kind of lost a year and I'm just gonna forget it ever happened.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like, yeah, that makes sense. That's the best idea. Uh, anyway, I just got so off track.
Yeah, we did get quite off track. So we're actually talking about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier today,
Yes.
which is the next release from Marvel. It's
Yeah.
going to be a series. I think I said it was a 6-part series to you last week or
Yeah,
something.
it definitely did
It's
say that because I saw some ads that said that too, which
yeah.
is
So
I'm
it's
sad about that.
yeah. Like I really enjoyed WandaVision spanning over 9 or 10 weeks or whatever it was.
Yeah.
It was nice to have it every Friday, being like, oh, another episode, another episode.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, so this one is obviously set after Endgame, and there's some big shoes to fill after Captain America has passed on the shield.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what they do with that though. Like I know that what isn't it in the comics that he gives the shield to Falcon anyway? So
Yeah,
it should be like based off of those comics, but I'm excited to see like where they take it. Not that I've ever read the comics, but I just know
yeah.
that it's part of it. I don't know. I'm
Uh,
excited. I don't know what they'll do with it, honestly. Like they haven't even
it's
really hinted at who the bad guy is. Like you were telling me some theories, but I don't think they've actually even shown what's actually going on, really.
yeah, they haven't actually confirmed anything as far as I believe, but yeah, there's some rumors that it's the bad guy from uh, Captain America: Civil War, the one who was trying to bring all the Avengers apart.
Hmm.
Um, And it does make a lot of sense because the Avengers are technically now in a weaker state. There's no Iron Man, there's no Captain America, like I was saying to you off screen.
Yeah.
Um, Wanda was off doing her own
Oh
little
my
thing
god.
with her own little
Yeah.
town.
Yeah.
So it's the perfect time for strike, but it just kind of I don't know. It seemed a bit of kind of like pointless recycling to me personally.
Also, I'm just like now remembering this. He's in like high security right now.
Yeah, right.
So like the only person who was able to break people out of that was Captain America. So I'm interested to see. Isn't he in that jail that's like in the middle of the ocean, where everyone was held?
I think that's the right one. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
right. Um,
I don't. I don't know. Actually, no. Wait, wasn't it? Wasn't it Tony that got them out?
Yeah, I think it was Tony. But I don't know. It's. I mean, the main thing as well is that like he's just a normal human being. He's not a superhero. Doesn't have superpowers.
Yeah, he's
How is
just
he
a
getting out of that
guy.
prison? Was it
I
just the
don't know.
snap? Maybe like all the security guards went and he was alive, and somehow he's able to get out of there because he's got time on his hands then.
Yeah, maybe it could be that.
Hmm. I don't know. There's loads of possibilities. But back to the actual main characters, so the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It's definitely going to be a good chance to kind of develop those characters because
Yeah,
they haven't really had their own film or anything like that. They've always
mm-hmm.
been the sort of side characters in a lot of the big movies,
Yeah,
and you started to see that relationship sort of play out
mm-hmm.
a little bit in Civil War, and then not so much in the next two Avengers films.
Yeah. Well, that was because they were like separated basically the whole time.
Hmm.
But I, I'm excited. I love their like relationship. Like I just think they're so funny how they just like butt heads all the time. I love their like dynamic. So I'm excited to see how they kind of like get on without Cap around.
Hmm.
I don't know.
It's yeah, I don't know. It's like I was saying, it's some big shoes to fill, but it's
Yeah.
also big shoes to fill after WandaVision. Like WandaVision was
Yeah.
just, it doesn't quite have that like mystery behind it, which I really enjoyed about WandaVision. Like,
Mhm.
why is Wanda there? How is Vision alive? All these
Yeah.
things that were propping up around WandaVision. You kind of know everything about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It's just that it's staged after Endgame, so
Yeah.
it's,
Well, I
it's
feel
going to
like
be
this
interesting.
is this is kind of going to be the one that's like very I'm trying to think of how I want to describe this. It's very like aligned with like Marvel TV, if that makes sense. Like it's going to be very like action and everything like that. Whereas WandaVision and I'm assuming Loki are going to be like two ends of the spectrum where they try to branch out and do something different. Like WandaVision, they definitely did do something different there. But I feel like I don't know what Loki's going to be like, but I know that this one is probably just going to be like very action, like traditional Marvel TV series, kind of, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
I
Would
don't
you?
know.
We were speaking off screen as well about I think it's Carrie Scotland who's the director. I don't really know too much about her. I don't know if
Me
you
neither.
do.
I don't know anything about. I don't know
Like, I
anything
don't
about
know
her.
if it's that much of a gamble. Like, I would very much like to see John Favreau, or happy like to take a stab at one of these upcoming Marvel series.
Yeah, yeah. I think that would be
Personally,
cool. I don't know. I feel like he's very. I think of John Favreau directing, and I think of Iron Man though. I feel like he
hmm,
kind of just like boxed himself in when he directed Iron Man. He directed Iron Man, right? Am I right on that?
I think so.
I'm gonna look that up
I mean,
really
you're the
quick.
film graduate, but
Just gonna look it up really quick.
but I don't know. I just I mean, he done such an amazing job with the Mandalorian, as well as
I
countless other
forgot he
projects.
did that. Not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
right.
Yeah.
But look at what he did with that, and it's just like if he was able to do that for Marvel, like any sort of series, I really think that because especially when you consider the Mandalorian, like it's not
Yeah.
like it's a similar situation to the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, where it's not like a major character that they're trying to develop. It's two kind of characters that are nobody really knows too much about. Exactly the same as Mandalorian. You didn't really know
Yeah.
who he was. You just knew he was a bounty hunter.
Yeah. That's true. I haven't seen the second season of Mandalorian, so I don't know what goes on. But and I haven't watched the first season in like a year or so. Um, but I do think that I don't know. I do think he could have done it. I know he didn't do it, but I think he could have done a pretty good job if he directed it.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Was it John Favreau who directed Iron Man 1?
Yes. Iron Man 1 and 2 at least. I couldn't find the third one, but I think he did that too. I was
Okay, yeah.
I was right.
Okay, so we'll just come on to sort of like predictions and theories now. I mean, we've already covered the. It's terrible that I can't remember his name, but the
I
mad
I
Russian
keep
from
thinking
Civil
I
War.
keep thinking him of him as Zemo, but I know that's just
Yeah,
the
that's it.
doctor. No, I think that's the
No,
doctor that he impersonated.
maybe. I'm not sure.
Hold on.
But I don't know. If that is true, I think that will play out. I mean, that's probably the best that they can really do with this series by bringing him back in, because I just don't know,
that is his name.
What the Falcon and the Winter Soldier are going to do. You know?
What? Sorry.
Because who's even running the Avengers now that Endgame has happened? Because it was Black Widow at the start of Endgame, right? Because
yeah, because Tony kind of like left.
Disappeared. Yeah.
Who's running it? I don't know.
So are they now running the Avengers? Because that's, again, it's just
I
a
think
really
they
big
probably
role to
are.
take on.
I think they probably are. I didn't even think about that, because I know that like in Far From Home, they were like, everyone was like, okay, Spider-Man, you have to be the new Iron Man. And he was like, whoa, like, I'm like 16 years old. I can't do that. Yeah. And I think that they definitely are gonna try to make it, like, obviously an adult needs to be in charge. Like, so I think that those are the only adults that, like, are prepared enough to be in charge that are still around, you know? I'm trying to think of who else. Like, this is a tangent, and it goes into something else, but I don't know what they're going to do with Black Panther 2. I have no idea what they're going to do about that, because they didn't start filming it. So I don't know how they're going to do that.
So, yeah, well, I've seen...
And I would have thought that he would have been... I would have thought that he would have been, like, the next to be, like, in charge.
Yeah, I think a king is quite a fitting title for someone to be in charge of the Avengers.
Yeah, but now they can't do that because they aren't going to recast him. They've already come out and said that they're not going to recast him. So I feel like the only adults left that are, like, mentally stable enough, because Wanda's not mentally stable enough to do this, is the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And I feel like that's... I don't know.
Well, I mean, it would be Thor, but Thor's buggered off to, go planet hopping with the Guardians of the Galaxy, so he's away for a time. That's the only other one. I mean, Hawkeye maybe, but technically he was on retirement, so...
Yeah. And I feel like after losing his family for 5 years, I think he's just gonna... He's gonna play it cool for a little bit.
Get some well-needed family time, sure.
Yeah. Also, his little murder spree probably didn't go down well with the government.
Yeah, probably. That was a crazy twist in Endgame, to be fair. I did not see that coming. But I tell you what I feel so bad about is that, like, you could see the pain that he was going through in Endgame. In Infinity War, I completely forgot about it. They mentioned it briefly, that, like, oh, he's retired, and then I didn't even pay attention. I was just like, oh yeah, Hawkeye wasn't in Infinity War.
Yeah. But, like, I don't think it was... I don't know. I feel like it was okay that he wasn't in Infinity War.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. Well, I think that pretty much wraps everything up. We did kind of go off track a little bit, but we've
There's not much to talk about, though.
Yeah, it's hard to really know what we're going to expect when it gets released on Friday. Exactly. But we will be back here on Friday, potentially Saturday. We'll see how it goes, to give you a breakdown of the episode. The first episode, I think it will just be the one, won't it? For WandaVision, they brought out 2 on one day, or you watched it late.
If it's only gonna be 6 episodes, I think they're only gonna do 1.
Yeah, and hopefully they're longer episodes.
Hopefully, that's true too. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this preview, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Do you have anything random that people can comment down below?
I don't know. Anything.
Comment your favourite Avenger.
There we go.
Nice and easy. But yeah, thank you for watching.
Yeah.